Welcome to KIllco. My name is Brian, and today we are sampling some whiskey. What whiskey? You saw the intro thing. It's this whiskey. This whiskey is Heaven Hill Quality House, mild and mellow Kentucky blended whiskey, 40%, 80 proof. I'm very skeptical. We got 1 liter of this stuff in a very odd looking bottle. We have the screw cap. It's got all the earmarks of, For me, this is a whiskey I go, and although I try not to be picky, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that I have some graphic design experience. I look at this and kind of, my eyes hurt. I don't know if it's the font or this kind of oldie-timey thing they're going for. Number one what? I don't know, other than number one Kentucky blended whiskey. Now, Heaven Hill, I know, and I have a little list over here to kind of back me up, since this is not going to be my normal sort of tasting, because I couldn't find much information about this whiskey for some odd reason. But Heaven Hill has other, whiskeys out there. We got Elijah Craig, Evan Williams, Henry McKenna, that won the award last year, Larceny Bourbon, which I've heard a good amount about, Old Fitzgerald, and Mellow Corn, which I haven't tried yet, but I want to, and I'm not going to say any more than that because no one else is allowed to try it before me. I can't find it, honestly. It's nowhere nearby. So for this, I'm going to look on the back. I'm not gonna do anything too fancy here. Like, you can't read that very well, but neither can I. It's this weird font. It's in red. I'm being extremely critical about the labeling for some reason. Every drop of Kentucky whiskeys used in this special blend was distilled by traditional sour mash Kentucky craftsmanship to assure consistent quality and taste. That was extremely hard for me to read because of that font, and it's red. Red on yellow. Okay, enough about the bottle itself. We'll do the whole... There. I want to be abundantly clear with my audience. I am opening this because I'm getting low on whiskeys. I actually polished off a lot of my bourbons recently. Like a lot. Made me sad. And this is a liter of bourbon, no matter what. Ready for the ASMR. Oh, that was a little more than I wanted. Oh well. I'm looking forward to this, honestly, because now I can, drink that in my own sweet time. We know it's 40%, so I'm not going to expect too much from the legs. Swirly swirl. The color's not too bad, but it's a little lighter than I'm used to. I don't have a white piece of paper that I can use easily at hand. But my skin's pretty pale, so how's that? Yeah. Good enough. This is actually not that amber color. It's more yellow. And it's, doesn't bother me too much, but it makes me go, oh. No, it's actually not as bad as I expected for the smell. I expected a lot more, alcohol. But we are talking about 40%. Like apples. A little brown sugar. Definitely apples, which is funny. And a sweetness, which I can't place other than saying brown sugar, or maybe honey, which I remembered this time. I actually like the nose. Oh, it'd be nice if I was a person who really liked cheap bourbon. I'd be okay with that. No one else would take me seriously, but that's fine. I'd be happy. This is where I wish I looked up like everything on this to try to find the whiskey list and get the notes. I couldn't find anything. Nothing solid. It's actually kind of a light smell. All right, enough about that. Oh, it's like water. Oh, it's thin. Oh. Okay, it's not terrible. This is a perfect introductory bourbon. But it is thin like water, which I don't like, and which I was worried about by the color, oddly enough. I think I equate a certain darkness with a um, a texture, I guess, which is an odd thing to do. The color of it shouldn't make me think of the viscosity of the whiskey, but with this one, I looked at it, it was lighter, and it wasn't quite. I guess it's maybe with bourbons specifically, because there are plenty of Irish whiskeys that are this color that I can love. The finish is long, so it is sticking, but the initial sip was just like that, and it was gone. I honestly didn't get much off of it at all. I got a medicinal note. Yeah, it's not great. It's not terrible. There's like a grassy note, an ashy thing. Like it leaves this weird feeling on my tongue after the fact. Well, I am not surprised by how I'm reacting to this. And for 40%, it's giving me a pretty decent burn on the way down, which is strange. So are we going to say this is a sipper? Probably not. Definitely not. If I'm being perfectly honest, definitely not. This is something that's going to be used as a mixer for, I don't want to say old fashions because those are usually ryes, but some kind of mixed drink, some kind of whiskey and water, whiskey and soda. It'd be fine. I'd have to use pretty much double what I would use though, which is probably dangerous. But as far as the taste, other than just kind of these weird notes and nothing really latching on to me hard, I can't say much about it. A tinge of sweetness, that weird medicinal taste, which I can't quite describe, and then that weird aftertaste. Oh, it's unfortunate. This is what I expected, though. I was not, I wasn't thinking this was going to be the best whiskey ever, so I was just hoping it would be. The smell is good, As far as just nosing it, I was pretty pleased. Once I tasted it, it just went. It's like, It goes like that. And then you just had this cloying, weird, ashy thing, which I'm not a fan of. But, oh well. I gave it a shot. I got a liter of it. It's still alcohol, I suppose, so it's not terrible. But would I recommend this one? No. And that's actually this is one of the few times I've actually had to say that. Normally I'm like, and I think if it's whiskey, I'll drink it. But as far as if you want to nose it and taste it and appreciate it, would I say this is one you should get? No. And thankfully I didn't buy this one. This was a gift. And it was for my brother, which I do appreciate because it's going to get me through the rest of this month and maybe next month. But as far as a nosing, tasting whiskey, no. Again, unsurprised since I do like higher proofs. Usually I enjoy bottled and bond or, that kind of thing. So as far as just something to try and opening the bottle now, I can drink more of it. It's fine. It'll get me through along with some of the other stuff I got lined up. So until next time, don't forget to be awesome, live long and prosper. Sláinte to your health.